What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today I have something a little different for you guys. We are taking a look at the brand new Wuben X2. Now, we've taken a look at the Wuben X3 previously, which was the very first Wuben that we had in on the channel, and it is fantastic. We have a full review of that coming up. We just recently did the X1, which is a big guy. This is more for at home, around the house, around the property type use. Not so much an EDC flashlight, more of a big guy that's going to be around the property. And what we have here in the X2, guys, is a very happy medium between the two. Now, I did take this out of the box just so I could get a feel for it and, just get an idea of the operations. I've only had it out of the box for a few hours just so I could really get a decent idea. And Wuben always has had an excellent unboxing experience. It comes sealed like this on both sides, plus with the sticker there. You open this guy up, and then right away you have your user manual and so on, and that guy is hidden in here. We can dig him out. I did a little bit of looking just so I had an idea. And then your flashlight will come wrapped in this with this little tidbit of information. The flashlight is locked by default. Click the switch 4 times to unlock it, which is a good thing to know if you're picking one of these up and maybe that sticker's not there. And then you have a nice lanyard, guys, which I haven't checked any of this stuff out yet. I figured I'd wait for this. But you have a nice long lanyard, and within this lanyard is actually the way to charge this guy up. So that is an awesome touch by Wuben, and you can put this on your keychain. You could make this your keychain. So very cool. I actually used the smaller one from the X3 all the time. It's just very convenient. And then we have the diffuser, which I have not gotten to check out yet, and I was pretty interested in it. So we'll get to that in a second, but let's go over the flashlight. They have a ton of different flavors of this, and I believe different materials that you can get as well. And it's similar to the X3 that this is going to be more EDC friendly. You can see the X3 is a little bit smaller than this guy here, the X2, but I would still say this is just small enough that I would have no problem throwing this in the pocket. And they know that, so they threw a nice pocket clip on this guy, very reminiscent of the X3 again. This is going to be light bulbs down, opposed to here you have the lights up. So not that really matters. I think, though, in this case, pulling this out of your pocket, you already kind of have it here. And then this is going to be your power switch here, which is a cool little feature. You can flip this up, and that is where you're going to charge this puppy up at. And then you flick that down, and then you give it a nice solid push, and that's going to turn you on. It starts on low mode, which is right here. And then you just hold it down. Very, very easy user interface. So you hold it for like 2 seconds. It goes to the next one. Hold it for 2 seconds. Next one. And then that's how you basically cycle through. So it's low, medium, high. And then this also has the capability of being a turbo. And you double click this tab, and you're getting turbo jets, baby. This thing is bright as hell. Now, it's not as bright as the X1, of course, guys. I mean, look at the size difference. They can pack a lot more punch into the X1, but it's going to be even more capable than the X3. Now, I haven't gotten this far yet, and forgive me because I'm still very new to reviewing and whatnot with flashlights. This is going to pack a little bit more of a punch. Now we have two different settings here. One is 2500 back down to 800, and then we have another one that is 18 to 800. So I don't know if it drops from 25 to 18 and then 800, or if this actually has two different settings within it. I know this is also the Osram P19 there, so that has this capability in it. So I'm not sure on the turbo what it actually is yet, but the top out for the X3 is going to be 700, I believe. Yeah, 700, where high mode for the X2 is 400, and then this goes up to a minimum of 1800 all the way up to 2500, and then even when it drops back down to the 800, you're still pushing out more than the X3 gives you. Now the ultimate question is, how long? What's the duration? So on high, it's going to be 2.5 hours, which at 400 lumens is not a bad touch. We have 100 lumens at 10 hours, and then the low mode is going to be 80 hours, 5 lumens, and then you have your typical 1 meter drop protection. This has an IP68, 2 meters underwater for an hour, and then they say right there, this data is obtained in the laboratory under good environmental factors. So everything is definitely subject to change depending on your environment. And guys, I've been a huge fan of this light since I've gotten it in, and I've gotten quite a few other flashlights since I got this one, and this one has still been and maintained to be one of my favorite lights. I like the screen idea. I like its compact size. I like that it has some power to punch out, the easy user interface. The blue body is a seriously nice touch, and then the red, which it offers. How do I get to it? Yeah, there. The red is also another nice touch that this one offers. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this has other capabilities that I'm not 100% sure of. But what I'm getting to is, I got the X1 in, and this has basically taken over as my house flashlight here. No question about it. Love the user interface. I love all the power this thing wields as far as its light. And then I was talking with Wuben, and we was like, well, why don't we just complete the trio, and I'll check out the X2 and see what that's all about. And it's been real tough for me. This might be just early onset, kind of jitters with this guy and really liking it. But I might prefer this guy over the X3. Now, that's going to be situationally dependent as well. Are you only carrying maybe a flashlight and a knife? Well, then in that case, this is no big deal. Do you have a ton of other stuff? Then maybe you want something a little lighter. Maybe you don't want to carry something that's made out of aluminum like this that has a little bit more bulk to it. Then you carry something like this. It's a lot lighter weight, in comparison. So it's really going to depend. It always does on your personal preference. One thing I can say is Wuben has great customer service. As far as I can tell, 3 for 3. They have great quality control. Everything is always nicely finished, works properly, does what it's supposed to, is finished very well with great machining work. I like Wuben a lot. They're a company I didn't have any experience with until I got this, and I've really started to like what Wuben is doing just as a whole package. And the X2 here, guys, is seriously, I'm not afraid to carry something that's a little bit heavier, whether it's a knife or a flashlight. And this thing is not that heavy. This thing is heavy, though. The X1, I'd like to see you carry that around in the pocket. You could do it, though. But this is a very nice happy medium. You can carry this, EDC this, and you're going to have a nice amount of power out of this. It has all the strobe features and all that sort of thing that they typically come with. Got good impact resistance. You're going to be able to get this wet. You're going to be able to drop this in a puddle, and you're not going to have any worries about this guy. And then just nice little touches like this magnetic door, and that tab pushes on this button here, and that is what gives you your activation there, and then that's how you charge it, of course. But we're going to do a full overview and review of this soon. We have a couple other flashlights to get to first. I just wanted to get this on your radar, do kind of an unboxing, first impressions of this guy. Simple user interface on here, great machining work. And if the 700 lumens from the X3, you're looking for a little bit more, but with the same kind of style, the X2 might be right up your alley. These ones are very good priced. They have ones that are much more expensive in different materials, I believe, but going to be quite a bit cheaper than the X1. So you're going to have a nice power punch here as far as your light is concerned with this guy. And you know, here's my hand, and I can fit this in my hand, not as easily as the X3, but still, it's not that big of a knife. It's kind of like the X1, but very shrunken down. I've become a big fan of this light here over the last, I guess I opened it last night and it is the next day, but I didn't get to fiddle with it much last night. Just kind of got a feel for it, so to speak. But I've messed with it a little bit today, did a little bit of looking in the manual, but we'll know a lot more here when we do the overview and the review. We're going to be dropping the video for the overview and testing of the X3 very soon. So, and I can tell you, I'm giving it high praise. But we will do some demonstrations, do a little overview, do a little review of this. Oh, we didn't do this yet. And then this comes with this guy here. And that is basically going to be like a diffuser type light, they're saying, or like more of a soft light. So that's going to be cool for, you know, you're having a candlelight dinner outside with your woman, you know, and you got your little candle light there that says Wuben on it. But that's a cool touch. The little diffuser here in red can make a nice little lantern, you know, if you're camping or whatever and you just need some softer light. You know, you're reading something or you're trying to do something, but you don't need bright white light. You can slide this guy on there, and you have a little diffuser. Of course, that's going to be something you plan on taking with you. You're not going to keep this in your pocket. But nice little touch for sure. Little diffuser cap. It's made out of some sort of like rubber material. Got the Wuben symbol there and signature. So definitely some nice touches from Wuben. And there's a little close-up of this guy. Great machining, great fit and finish on this thing. Not a single speck of anything, you know, that was missed. Everything looks very nice, very nicely finished. And then this door just easily pops up there if you need to charge it up. You got magnets here that hold it down. Nice little click. And then, like I said, it's as simple as pushing on that, and you have light. So that's a cool little touch, this little toggle button here. Let me know what you guys think of this thing down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys on this. And let me know how you want me to kind of run the flashlight reviews, as I am going to be pretty new at doing the flashlight reviews. But it's something I want to do. I enjoy messing with the flashlights and learning about them. So it's something I'm going to continue doing, even though they don't get quite the attention that knives do. That's okay. I enjoy it either way, and let me know how you or what demonstrations or anything like that, if you have any input on what I do with the reviewing and testing of the flashlights, we will learn as we go, though, no matter what, and we'll get better and better while we do it. Let me know what you think, guys, down in the comment. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. Greatly helps me out and the videos out, the channel. We love you for doing it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below the video. I'd love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.